The situation in Ukraine remains highly tense. Early reports are coming that Russian forces have entered the city of Kherson. The Russian Defense Ministry spokesman, Major General Igor Konashenkov, confirmed the reports. Ukraine also reported that the Russian military has surrounded the city of Mariupol. Kherson and Mariupol are both key targets for Russia in the south of the country. Some satellite images showed a 40-mile-long Russian military convoy approaching Ukraine's capital Kiev on Tuesday. Military experts in turn say they expect the war in Ukraine to become more destructive. As tensions escalated, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky held phone talks with his U.S. counterpart, Joe Biden. The American leadership on anti-Russian sanctions and defense assistance to Ukraine was discussed, he noted. Biden in turn said that Putin's war on Ukraine will leave Russia weaker and the rest of the world stronger. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that the Ukrainian side is dragging out talks at the behest of the United States, while Belarusian Foreign Ministry said preparations for Russia-Ukraine talks are being finalized. The Russian Foreign Minister claimed that they are ready for the second round of talks, but the Ukrainian side is playing for time on the orders of the United States, Lavrov noted. Speaking about sanctions imposed on Russia, the foreign minister claimed that Russia will never remain in isolation with the number of friends it has. The foreign minister also referred to US President Joe Biden's statement, who said that an alternative to the tough sanctions that Washington imposed on Moscow would be a Third World War. And Lavrov claimed that the Third World War would have become a nuclear one. The foreign minister once again noted that Russia's special military operation is aimed only at disarming Ukraine, and Moscow will not allow Kiev to obtain nuclear weapons. More and more countries and companies worldwide are taking steps to punish Moscow for the invasion. The European Union is preparing a fourth package of sanctions against Russia because of its military operation in Ukraine, said Austrian Foreign Minister Alexander Schallenberg. U.S. credit card giants Visa, MasterCard, and American Express said they were blocking Russian banks from their payment networks following international sanctions in response to Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. U.S. President Joe Biden's administration expanded sanctions on Russia, cutting off U.S. transactions with the central bank. Meanwhile, the American corporation Boeing has suspended technical support for Russian airlines, and European aircraft manufacturer Airbus also said it has suspended support for Russian airlines and the supply of parts to Russia. Russian ships have also been banned from British ports in a fresh raft of UK sanctions against Moscow announced on Tuesday, while Turkish authorities did not allow 3 Russian ships to cross the Bosphorus and the Dardanelles. Even Hollywood studios are punishing Russia. Disney, Warner Brothers, and Sony Pictures Entertainment said they would pause theatrical releases of upcoming films in Russia in response to its invasion of Ukraine and the unfolding humanitarian crisis. About 660,000 people have fled from Ukraine to neighboring countries, the UN Refugee Agency has said. UN High Commissioner for Refugees, spokeswoman Shabia Montu, said that at this rate, the situation looks set to become the biggest refugee crisis in Europe this century. She said the agency urges governments to continue allowing access to all those who flee, including third country nationals living in Ukraine who are forced to flee the violence. The Armenian parliament opposition has boycotted the debates on the election of the new president of Armenia on Wednesday. The opposition MPs left the National Assembly sessions hall. The ruling majority civil contract faction has nominated Minister of High-Tech Industry Vagan Khachadurian for this position. He is the only presidential candidate. In his address before the parliament, Khachadurian thanked the ruling majority faction for trusting him. According to him, the Armenian authorities need to ensure the safety of their citizens and put Armenia on a new path of development. In his speech, he also said that, taking into account the importance of Armenia for Armenians all over the world, the issues of Armenian identity should become shared for everyone. The presidential candidate also touched upon the returning of POWs from Azerbaijan. The institution of the President of Armenia is representative, and therefore its opportunities can and should be used in order to return prisoners of war, he said.